Okay, I've launched a lot of products in the last 3 years, and a big reason I've been able to launch these products is by using a very efficient tech stack. You can get started for $0 and launch the products extremely fast. I recently launched 2 new products about 6 months ago, Outbrand Design and DMpro.ai. Both of those, the MVPs, were built in under 48 hours and $0 tech stack. So I just want to share the tools that we use. Once we go further down the list, some of these tools are paid, but I want to share the entire tech stack that I've used for my products, and keep in mind you can get started entirely for free. So the base is these technologies right here, which are entirely free. So for the front end, Next.js, TailwindCSS styling, and we typically use different UI libraries. So Aceternity UI is one, ShadCN. There's a lot of amazing free UI libraries, so you can have amazing design for your products. So for the front end, you have Next.js, TailwindCSS, and then to deploy your website, we use Vercel, which has a free plan to get started. So if you want to get started for $0, this is how you get your front end up and going. Next.js, find some nice UI library, deploy it to Vercel. You can consult with ChatGPT, build out your website in Next.js using Cursor.ai, which has a free plan. So you can ship a product in under 48 hours, no doubt. Maybe not a product, but a wait list for the product. So get the front end, deploy it to Vercel. And then the next step, which is also possible within 48 hours, is to connect Supabase as a backend so you can start connecting emails. Supabase also has built-in authentication, and with tools like Cursor AI, Claude Code, all these other AI development tools, it's extremely efficient where you can connect Supabase Auth with Next.js. Keep in mind, as you scale, you might want to get some proper security. Look into it. You don't want to just vibe code and scale, but you can vibe code the initial product extremely fast with Cursor using this tech stack, or find developers who are a lot more skilled and get it done right from the start. But the goal is to be efficient, ship as fast as possible. So use this tech stack, $0, use Cursor so you can be efficient, save your time, get it done, and get it the way that you want to get it done with. Some other tools that help, and keep in mind some of these tools are paid, they're not $0, but they have a free plan. It's a great tool, and it is just for sending emails, transactional, and marketing. We use that in all of our products. Now we end up paying for it, but you can get started for free. So if you want to add emails to your product, Supabase has a very nice integration with Resend, so they make it extremely easy. These tools are very user-friendly, and you can get started and onboard into them extremely fast and start launching your product, getting users to it. And I see one of the most important things is just launch with these, set it up with Supabase so you can start getting people's emails or just their interests, and then start reaching out to users and talking to them before you build out a fully fledged product. Just build the waitlist, build the anticipation, start talking to users, and really build based off whatever they say. Here's some other tools. I'll link them all in the bio because I want to keep this short and just share the tools that are most useful and like extremely necessary to launch as fast as possible for $0. So these are some automation tools, but they are not necessary to launch. These are for the next step after. We use them for Jars Global. So again, I just wanted to share them because this is the tech stack to build a SaaS. So for growth, these are more tools that I will link below. Outbrand and DMpro are great top of funnel stuff. They help you. Outbrand automates content and distributes it everywhere. DMpro does automated cold DMs on Twitter, so you can get website visitors to your product. Once you launch the waitlist, once you launch the MVP, you need to get people there. So these two tools are amazing for that. Beehiiv is another one that's amazing for nurturing emails. So if you get emails from your waitlist, you can send them newsletters and updates just to further push them along the customer journey and keep them updated with your product. So here's some more tools. These are tools that we've used before, but one thing I'd suggest is search up open source tools. There's a lot of amazing open source tools that you can use to help further along your journey, and they are extremely efficient and a lot of times free to use. If they're open source, you can self-host it, which is a little bit more complicated, but many of them have generous free plans that you can get started with. For zero investment, start building products and chasing. For zero investment, start building products, and for zero investment, you can start building your SaaS product or whatever product you might have in mind. So 48-hour launch flow. This is typically something that we would go for. This is honestly, ChatGPT got this wrong. We don't typically do that, but what we focus on is just launching an MVP with the landing page and the bare minimum working. So when we launched Outbrand.design, we launched that in 48 hours, and that was a fully working product where you can generate content and automatically get 30 days. It was a very simple product. It has a lot to do with OpenAI's API. So simple product. And we just kept iterating after that. The V1 was extremely horrible content. We weren't focused on making very high quality content. We were just focused on getting the MVP out, getting some users behind it so they can start roasting it for us and we can improve based off their feedback, as opposed to us just building in the dark, not knowing anything about it. This is a little bit about the $0 tech stack that you can use to launch a SaaS in under 48 hours. I've done it before with Outbrand.design, and we use this tech stack for multiple products at Jars Global. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll put all of this down below so you can check them out. Keep building, subscribe for more, because I'm going to keep sharing the stuff that I use to build my startup studio, Jars Global. Keep building, subscribe, because I'll be doing more building in public, sharing my journey of building a portfolio of SaaS companies, and also just little things that I learn along the way so that hopefully they can help you start your journey. Thank you.